Hello everybody, this is Jim Bob Fred, welcoming you back to another edition, West Game edition of Gaming with Jim Bob Fred. I'm going to be redoing my Ghost Town Adventure video. Why? Because when I did the first one, I had been doing it one way, and since then I've gotten a lot of feedback from folks, and I've learned some things along the way, and of course I've grown. So what I was doing back then isn't necessarily what I should be doing now. So I'm going to try to cover what all you can be doing, starting at easy, and we're going to go through Nightmare in 4 consecutive events, because we do a little bit differently for each one at this point. Now, all of that said, you've got to figure out what works best for you all. Hopefully what you're seeing here will be the foundation for you all to be able to knock that out. As always, if you like the video, please hit the like button, share it with the people you're playing with, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. That way you know that the content, that way I know that the content I'm putting out is the content that you guys are looking for. So how do you start? As with all events in West Game, on the left hand side in the lower corner, you click the little event button. It brings up all the events currently going on. Ghost Town Adventure is on top. We got 5 hours left to do this. It's a 24-hour event once it opens up. So you got 24 hours to get as many people through this as you can. So I'm going to create a squad by clicking the squad button. Some of my teammates have already got a Nightmare in the mix, but I'm going to create a brand new squad on easy. You can select whichever ones you want. And once I set it, I'm now going to invite everybody by hitting the invite buddy right here in my alliance to join me. It gives you a pop-up in your chat window, and people, all they have to do is click on this, and they'll be able to come in and join if they want, right? Another thing that you can do when you're in your city view, right up here at the top, right in the very center, it says your squad. There's me and the 4th person just popped in. That means that I can get started. So, and I'm gonna get started. All you gotta do is click on this. Down on the lower left-hand side, you click the open battlefield button, and I'm just gonna do it. Now these folks are really good. We're entering, a pop-up comes up, allows you to enter the battlefield. Now, you all should be entering at the same time. Nothing worse than 2 or 3 people getting in there and not everyone being in the game. So it puts you in a little spot. Let's see, where am I at in the spot? So I'm in the top right corner. Down below me, you'll see I'm just moving through these folks. All 4 of us are in. All 4 of us have these towers in front of us. You have 20 seconds to start this one, but this is going to go super fast. On easy, you don't have to mess with the towers. Just click on the city. Hit attack. Okay, do quick select, put your sheriff in there and attack, and then just everybody send waves. Just like keep sending waves. I'm at this point, I'm probably strong enough, any one of us are probably strong enough that the first person who hits this is probably going to win, and that's cool. Winning fast is okay. But while all others are going, I'm just going to show you that every person on the map, isn't that cool? Look at all those guys go. Has a tower in front of them. Those towers are going to be key later on in the event to take out what's going on here. And I'll show you real quick what I mean by that. You'll see these 2 bars on the city here. Defense forces in red, and they're at 100%. And arms forces in blue, it's also at 100%. These towers, once you take them and occupy them, start bombarding the city, and the arms force, the blue bar, will go down to 0, which weakens the defensive force. And we just beat the defensive force in just a couple of swoops. Everybody, it's cool watching them all march in there. So we finished in 1 minute 5 seconds. That's pretty quick. Nobody sped anything up. So easy is done. Now, you click leave the battlefield, and it's going to put you right back to where you were when you started. Right smack dab, shield back on, everything where you started. And then you can reset the next one. Now, I set up using the thing up here, but I can also come up here to chat, and you'll see on the left-hand side it says State, Alliance, and Squad. All I gotta do is click the squad. I can say I want to join a squad now, and I'm not joining theirs because I'm going to be doing a couple more here, right? So I'm going to create a new squad. I just did easy. I'm going to select medium now, and if this first time going through it, you have to go in succession: easy, medium, hard, nightmare. And oh, by the way, the little lower left-hand corner here where it has the eye, you click this, and this is going to tell you the minimum town center level you have to be for every single level. So you have to be at least level 10 to do easy. The town center level 14 for you can get the picture, right? So if you're sitting there going, why can't I join? Click the I button, it'll tell you why, okay? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the medium. We're the same thing at our level for this alliance. It's the same exact thing, right? I set it, they're gonna start joining, and you gotta see it from my perspective. I like to just watch up here in the city view. You see someone just popped in, the next two folks, as soon as they pop in, we'll go. We're gonna do medium the same exact way that we did easy. What I mean by that, as soon as I start it, we're not gonna mess with the towers. We're not gonna mess with the towers. We are going to go straight solo, wave after wave after wave with our forces into the city. Now I'm way down at the bottom this time. And again, everybody has their own tower associated with them. Now in the next level, when we're doing this, when we do, we're doing medium now, the next one's gonna be hard. We're actually gonna take the towers the next time around so that you can see that the towers will, in fact, take that arms force down from where it's currently at. I'm gonna get this going here. Y'all quit taking pictures of my stuff. I actually have people asking me to give them my exact troop compositions and my whole setup, which I don't mind doing with this account because it's not my primary account, but come on, don't ask for me to put that on my YouTube site. If you're in my state, scout me. I rarely have anti-scout on unless my shield's down. Some of you will get the humor in that later on. But anyway, what I was saying with this little blue bar right here, this arms force, you see it's right in the center of my screen to get rid of this nonsense over here. Everyone's marching. Right? And as each one of these people hit, and we're all sending our sheriffs too, that's important. When you're sending out attacks, when your sheriff's with you do a lot more damage. Not sure who's going to hit first. Let's see, but you'll watch this defensive force with each hit go down. 53, down to 19, this next hit, whoever's coming with this next volley, that should take us all the way down to 0. And as soon as defense force hits 0, arms force no longer matters and you win. So that was 1 minute 6 seconds. We'll leave the battlefield. I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time. And oh, by the way, any troops that you lose during these ghost town events come right back to you automatically at the end. So it doesn't make any sense. If you have the opportunity to join into one of these ghost town events, you should do it. The rewards are really cool. You're not seeing the rewards that I'm getting because I've already gotten them, but it allows you to get some pretty cool stuff. All right, so this time we're actually going to take the towers first. Now there's a lot of people that do that have different trains of thought on this, right? From my perspective, you could just take it and that's it. Where am I at? Okay, I'm down here at the bottom. So I'll be taking this tower, Spook Tower, right in front of me. The person on my right will be taking this one, and so on and so forth over. Now, you could just send them and pull them back right away. But again, I'm just doing a quick select, sending my sheriff to take it, and then I'm going to wait. As soon as my sheriff takes this tower, I'm just going to send everything I have to fill it back up again. Now, I don't have a march boost on and all that other stuff, and I don't have attack boost going on right now. If you're struggling to get through some of these events, absolutely use those. No reason why you shouldn't. But you'll see, as soon as I take this tower, these guys should all be taking their towers. Doggone. Look at everyone's beating me to their towers. Ridiculous. And guess what? If someone fails to take their tower, you just saw my tower take a shot over here, right? So I'm just going to reinforce the bejeebies out of this stuff, right? So, because I think the more troops you have in here, the more damage they do. Right? I just think, I don't know, I could be right, I could be wrong. Hey, if you know for sure one way or the other and you're watching, leave me a note and I'll update it as appropriate. But I'm going to go ahead and load these all the way up. Now what happens though during this event? You can see the arms forces dropping down every time the cannons shoot. Because eventually the city is going to send out an attacking force. Now, the most important thing that I can say is that if your little city that's in here is being attacked and you're not super strong, or you're not 100% sure that you're going to win that attack when they come in, make sure your sheriff's there. So what I'm telling everyone here in this group to do, that as soon as they are being attacked, either in the tower, because remember that's where all my troops are now, or they're sending a march down to my town, to go ahead and recall all your troops out of these towers. It just makes sense to get you want as many of your troops bundled up together as you can if you're a smaller player. Like, because they'll hit you in the tower and then they'll hit you in the town and you don't have them all together, and then your defenses are actually a lot weaker that way. So I don't see anybody being attacked yet. Now that, see, we're flashing, somebody, probably me, is being attacked. Both my city, see the little red line coming into my city, as well as my tower. Now you can see the little guys running down the screen at you. They're coming out of the city right now. I don't have to pull them out yet. They're really slow runners, right? And I want this to go down as low as possible before I pull anything out. And this whole team is doing the same thing. They're waiting, and then they're going to pull their troops out. All right, I'll go do it now, just because while I'm talking, I don't want to forget what it is I'm doing. So I'm just going to recall everybody. I don't necessarily have to do that at this point. I could probably withstand a couple waves at this level, but I'm sending them all home. Don't get freaked out about those 2 cannons. Like, I have 1 or 2 cannons. Somehow I didn't destroy them all. I'll get them later. You all know I hate using cannons. They're unnecessary. And in this event, they're really unnecessary. Now look, so he hit it and he took the spook tower away. I no longer have it. All I have to do is attack it with, that's right, I'm just going to attack it with 1 cav. 1 T1 cav without my sheriff is going to take that back. That little bad boy is going to cruise up there. I thought I hit cav, but apparently I hit infantry or range or something. But all my troops are at home. All my troops are here waiting to take on this attack. And during this event, when you've taken some losses, this little box right here that shows your command center, little red button, you click on it, you'll see this is the troops that I've lost so far, and it's only a temporary loss. So I'm trying to get through everything else so I'm not leaving my teammates behind. The force is at 8% right now, and we've already set a rally. So McSmoke set it, and McSmoke, I always check to see, he sent a variation of everything, so I'm just going to join with a variation of everything. I've got to presume that whatever he has set up for his buffs is a general thing, so if I send a little bit more of everything, it'll help his overall thing. His attack. Now, his attack is important. I'm pulling these out of here now, even though it's 1 cannon, because I don't need them anymore. The blue bar is at 0. There's no need whatsoever at all to keep any troops in the towers. They've done their job. And now we're just going to attack this town. Now we're actually going to do a rally here. But as soon as that rally marches, and we're only setting a 1 minute rally. If you look at this, if I wanted, I can't, it won't let me set a rally now. But as you can see, that rally is on its way in 2 seconds. And who did that? McSmoke sent it, I think, right? Where is he? Where is Big Bad McSmoke? There he is. So his march is on his way. I'm going to start sending solos also right now, because that first march it's actually going to do a considerable amount of damage. And now I know that if I can send my sheriff with what I have left over in multiple waves, that between the rally at our level, between the rally and these multiple waves, now these other folks should be doing the same. It really won't matter much. And I can just keep sending it. I think I have 5 or 6. Nope, that's it. I can only send 5. Doggone it. Let's see how much damage this rally does. It's probably going to go about 50%, depending on what he had set up. Oh, wow. Almost took it all the way out. How nice was that? I was working earlier today with a bunch of my team members that really didn't have a whole lot going on. So my wave that's coming in here right behind it is going to wrap this one up. And then we'll get into doing the hard now, or the nightmare. Nightmare is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to go down as quickly, right? and we will have to rally it probably 2 times with this group of people. Now, if you got some of these older states, if you're in an older state and they got a bunch of T4 running around, you probably won't have the same troubles that a younger team would have. I could have swore I left the battlefield. I did. All right. Jeez, wasn't letting me start one. Here we go. All right, so this time I'm going to be selecting a nightmare. All right, because we just did hard. We hit OK, and I'll invite some folks here. And again, basically the same strategy as last time, except we will have to actually rally more than once because it gets harder. The troops that are in the building get harder to kill. So McSmoke will start a rally. As soon as his rally's over, I'll start another rally while those folks are marching back, right? And then after that, we'll see how much has gone down. We might have to do a 3rd rally, but I don't think so. I think we'll just all start sending solo attacks in, and then we'll be able to knock it out. After Nightmare is Hell, and there's what, the five or 6 levels in this altogether. So my main account, I've managed to do them all. You have to have T4 for Hell. That's been my experience. Again, if I'm wrong, somebody tell me, hey, Jim Bob, you can do it with T3, but you have to do it this way, and then I'll update the video again, and we'll get going from there. As y'all know, I try to keep my videos under 10 minutes, but it's just not. I just haven't been. Well, they're all probably sitting in here wondering why I haven't started this thing yet. Don't talk so much that you forget to do what you're supposed to do. Dang, I'm such a rookie YouTuber. And I am a rookie YouTuber, you guys. Like, you get what you get. There's no doubt about that. I don't edit. As soon as I'm done with this one, I'm gonna upload it. Provided when I review it the first time, provided it's anything bad or I'm not sounding like a complete knucklehead, I'm just gonna upload it and you guys get it. Uncut and uncensored. That's scary. It's a good thing I'm a Christian man, because a lot of people could easily be saying stuff in here that would be inappropriate for the younger players in the game. I try to be very conscious of that. This is a game, folks. Every player in the game has a real person that is behind the player of the game, right? And it's so easy in these virtual worlds for people to forget that there are actual real live people in the background playing these games. And I see some nasty things being said about people. It's just unnecessary. Just because you can, because you're hiding behind the anonymity of a virtual world, doesn't mean you should. All right, so I've not run across any of those folks in this state where if you just remind them, hey, there's maybe kids playing on the other side of that clicker, let's be cognizant of that. So once again, I sent a bunch of marches up here to fill up my tower. I'm just going to make sure all my teammates have their towers taken. And if you have a teammate who's struggling to take a tower, clearly not this group, you can take more than one. Just recall them right away. And then all they have to do is send one T1 cab or infantry or range to take it back. Because once these little guys from the city take the tower away from you, they don't leave anything there. There's 0 there. One little T1 troop sends up to take it all the way back. It's pretty cool. I think the developers have done a really good job on this game. You now get these points that you get to spend at the end of it in a little store, and you can get the Acmes if you're trying to go above level 21, or you can get speed ups and some resources. I don't think I've actually spent any in a while. I don't know why. I guess I should go back and look at the store and see why I'm not spending them. I know they got great stuff in there. The developers do a really good job when they set up all these events to make sure that we, the players, can actually get some good free stuff. And it never ceases to amaze me how many people don't do these events because they're just not comfortable with them. So that's another reason why I do these YouTube videos. Hopefully by watching me and hearing what I have to say, I'm not a great player. I'm just not. I'm your average everyday player. If you were to look at my stats compared to the other people in this state, I am very run-of-the-mill average kind of guy. One, because I take more pleasure in in helping people and training and having fun than I do going out there and going for the kill all the time. But that's another aspect of the game that's pretty cool. Everybody gets an opportunity to play the way they want to. There are no bullies in war games, folks. I had to find a place to say that in here before the end, because I'm not going to say it at the end. There's no such thing as a bully in the game. Like, if people are attacking you and taking your resources and all that stuff, that's not bullying, that's playing the game. There is cyberbullying, though, and so that kind of bullying is not what I'm talking about. That does exist, and man, if I see it, I report it to the developers, because I just don't think there's any room for it in this kind of a game. It doesn't even make sense. So I got this little Marchy guy coming. He's coming down to my city, and I can see my line here doing that. Just want a real quick look at the percentages again. We're at 33. All right. I'm going to go ahead and recall all my troops, because I want them all at home when that little guy gets there. So I want to minimize how many losses I take. Now, that said, I am taking losses. Let's see if it pops up here and shows how many I've lost already. Come on, show me a little red dot. Maybe I haven't. Have I not been attacked at my city yet? Man, my teammates are doing all the work. Let me just thank them as I go through here. All my teammates. This first teammate, C92, we call her 92. You don't want to get on her bad side. She's the gal who's out there making sure people are doing the carnival and donating. She has a naughty and a nice list. Don't get on the naughty list. Sereno has been around with me from a couple different alliances. That cat understands the game real well. And this guy, Daz, all super great people. They spend a lot of time and they make a lot of effort to ensure that those people playing the game have good role models and good teachers and people that are willing to help everyone grow. But I'll tell you, I don't know if it's happening in your alliance. It's got to be, because it's happened in every alliance I am. But man, we have people. Look, my little red dot showing over here. I'm going to click it. Those are the troops I've lost so far. I could heal them. I could click on them and heal them with gold or with time and stuff. Look, I can just heal some 50 seconds using resources. Not that I need them, but you can heal them in the middle of the event. No need to do that, because at the end you get them all back fully healed. We're at 13%, and we've got my cannon still on the board, a couple other cannons still on the board. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and set a rally, because those cannons are going to continue working as I go through my rally. But as you all know, oh, that's not a rally. What am I doing? Click for rally. 1 minute rally. I'm going to set it. Y'all know I'm ranged. I'm going to attack, and they should be joining my rally now. Now, normally I would be in here chatting with them. Like, I would be in the chat box, and I'd be down here in squad chat. And look, they're not even talking. They're just going through the motions, just like I am. They're so awesome. They're so awesome. But look, I set a 1 minute rally. By the time my rally marches, this will be taken down to 2. Right? Because we still got these towers shooting at them. That tower, oh, we lost Spectre, and that's the one we lost. Yeah, we should have it. Yeah, for sure. If you look over here on the right where it shows my little boxes, I got a purple thing going on over here. That means that something is ready to be finished. I'm going to finish one of my building queues if I want to. Man, that's another question I get a lot is, how do you have 2 building queues? How do you have 2 research queues? How do you have 2 training queues? Well, if you spend money to play, you'll know that you can buy packs every Friday for additional training. That's one $5 pack, and then there's another $5 pack that gives you an extra construction and research queue. So I've not seen those for free anywhere. So the only way you can get them that I know of is, again, you got to pay every once in a while to get some of the advantages. That's what this game was invented for, folks. Make no mistake, the developers and the company that made this game, although they want us to have fun, they only want us to have fun to the point where most of us will stick around and continue to play. It's their business. So don't get mad at them if they ask you to pay for stuff. Get mad at them when they ask you to pay for too much stuff. And then you can also get mad at them if they... So how much damage do we do? Yeah, about 25%. So should have another rally starting right now. I hope he starts it. Maybe I should remind him. I'll remind him. Smoke! Start that rally! Watch, as soon as I hit send on this, I've already done it. of course. Oh, Sereno did. So I always check to see what they sent. He's infantry strong. If I can fill completely with infantry, and I can, that's what I do. I want my troops in that rally to do the most damage they can do. So I apparently I lost my last battle with them. It says I'm going to be auto-ported in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Right? Am I the only one? I am the only loser. No, I'm not. Sereno, I'm not sure how he pronounces it. He's from the Netherlands. He also lost his, and okay, so Daz and Sereno are good. Those guys are reinforcing each other. There's no need to reinforce me anymore, right? Because I'm gone in 2 minutes anyway. So if I look at this, they got 4 seconds to go. I'm just going to go ahead and start sending marches, solo marches. And these guys should be doing the same. They know that at this event, after the second rally, and that rally will get there before my time is up. So we're just working the timing on these for ourselves. So you need to do the same thing. Like as soon as you see people that are going to be ported, you got to do what you got to do to finish it, to wrap it all up before it goes. So Ruff is sending some solos. I'm sorry, Ruff. 92 is sending some solos. Yeah, we'll get it done. Between the solos we're sending and this last rally, we should knock this one out. Let's just watch it all happen together, folks. Get your popcorn out. Take a drink of your adolescent beverage or adult beverage and watch this one wrap up right now. Down to 11. My first wave hits, my second wave hits, and it's over. And that, my friends, is how you can go from easy to nightmare with 3 other great players in the game, provided you all have a game plan in advance and you take advantage of those things in the game that the developers allow us to do. Now, the next couple levels certainly can be accomplished, but you have to work a little bit more tightly with one another, and you got to make sure folks have just plain enough troops to do what they got to do. I hope this video gave you what you needed in order to be successful in your ghost town adventures. Try to remember, folks, you're playing a game. If you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong. Look for something else. Nothing else is worse in the world than trying to have fun playing a game and getting frustrated and aggravated about it. If you're being hit, that's part of the game. As always, be safe, have fun, and this is Jim Bob Fred, out.